If you are looking for a tool that can cut perfect circles inside or outside, you have found it. I'm going to show you exactly how it works right here. This tool is super easy to use, doesn't take much time to set up and barely takes up any space. I found it on Amazon and ever since I got it, I have been using it all the time. This video is not sponsored, I just found this tool myself, I love it, I use it consistently and I want to show you exactly what it is and how to use it. So let's get into it. Here is everything you need to cut perfect circles. For this, I'm using compact router from DeWalt, but it doesn't have to be DeWalt. Any router will work. I just happen to have the DeWalt router and it gets the job done. You will also need a straight spiral bit for your router. It looks like this. A circle cutting jig from Jasper. This is the tool that actually helps cut circles. It lets you cut circles ranging from 7 inches to 52 inches in diameter. It also comes with a little pouch that holds all the extra accessories, like bolts, navigation pins and everything else you need. Before anything else, safety first. Let's remove the battery from your router before making any adjustments. Now remove the bottom plate from your router so you can attach the circle cutting jig. Find the right bolts that fit your router. Align the jig's holes with the holes on your router and insert the bolts. Tighten everything up so it's secured. Now, before you start cutting, you always need to adjust the length of your router bit based on the thickness of the material you are about to cut. For example, if you cut in 3/4 inch plywood or 1/4 inch plywood, you will want to set the bit accordingly so it doesn't cut too deep or too shallow. In my case, I'm cutting 1/2 inch plywood, so I'll adjust the bit to the perfect depth. As you can see, it's just right. Now I'll attach the battery and we are ready to cut. Drill a small hole, 1/8 inch, where your navigation pin will go. Insert the navigation pin into that hole, choose your radius on the jig. This will determine the size of your circle. For this demo, I'm cutting a 14-inch radius circle, so I'll place the pin in that hole. And start cutting. Since we are using a straight bit, you can begin cutting anywhere on the material, even in the middle of the board. The bit will go straight through and you'll keep moving in a circular motion. And just like that, in under a minute, you have got a perfect circle. After cutting, you might need to do some light sanding to smooth out the edges and make it look even better. But overall, that's it. You have got a flawless circle. This tool is great whether you need to cut an outer circle or inside cutout. For example, if you are making a speaker box, a tabletop, or any other woodworking project, this jig does the job perfectly, without any rough edges or misalignments. Now, what about the tiny hole left by the navigation pin? There is no way to avoid it. You are always going to have that hole in the center. But if you need to get rid of it, you can simply fill it with wood filler. Let it dry and sand it smooth. After that, it's completely invisible. Now, a bonus part of the video. Let's say you don't have a router and you don't want to spend money on one, but you still need to cut circles. I've got a DIY alternative that works surprisingly well. Take a regular 48-inch ruler. You can find it at any hardware store or on Amazon. I got mine from Johnson, but any brand will do. I drilled a hole at every inch mark to use as pivot points. Since the ruler is aluminum, drilling holes is super easy. You don't even need a special bit for metal. A regular drill bit works fine. This ruler is longer than the Jasper jig, which means you can use it to cut circles up to 8 feet in diameter. To use it, secure one end of the ruler to your board, insert a pencil into the hole that corresponds to the radius you want, draw your circle, just rotate the ruler and draw your circle. And now you can cut the circle using jigsaw with a scroll blade. This lets you follow the curve smoothly and get clean results. This method is especially useful for cutting large circles that a standard router jig cannot handle. If you are interested in getting this jig, the ruler, or any other tools I'm using, I have all the links in the description below. And make sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.